All right. Streamlabs says I'm live. So let me just get my windows sorted out. And can actually start grinding again. A bit behind because I took somewhat of a break today. But sometimes you gotta do life. What was I going on my ring? Really, it doesn't matter until I hit 30. I'm gonna respec all those points anyway, and they shouldn't make much of a difference. I think King of Men should be able to take the 130 without too many issues, hopefully. Not sure I'm a huge fan of this new challenge system thing where you have to click through so many menus just to get to your weekly and daily tasks. What's up, Smeagol? How are you doing, man? I don't know if I've seen you here before, but if I haven't, it's nice to see you. Edits! I recognize that name, Edits. How have you been? How's your guys' season going? You're on like a super stacked server, right? There's like 12 good teams there or something. Like a bunch of good teams there. Layla! I don't know if you have the sound on, Layla, but actually you can hear me either way because you're in the next room over. But I love you, Layla. You get a special shout. Oh, I got King of Men's respect item again. Oh, this game wants me to spend money. It just wants me to spend money. How many do I need? Let me pull out the calculator. 4,800 minus 2,490 divided by 300. I only need 8 more items. 8 times 150. It's only 1,200 vouchers. And how many tickets do I already have? I already have 950. So I only need 250 more tickets. Jeez. Game is seriously trying to get me to pull out the credit card. That season ended? No, you guys are on a server with Poom and some other teams, aren't you? Poom is in Isengard. You guys are in Rohan. I feel like there's some other big teams on that server as well. Let me go ahead and post a link in the official Discord. Let's do day 2 shenanigans. For some reason, my brain doesn't want to remember how to spell shenanigans. Apparently. But yeah, apparently this is the content creator server. I guess I should actually put the link in my post. That would help. Put it there as well. All right. You play Lord of the Rings? Me too. Imagine that. Me too. Your season 7 sucked. What happened? Why was it bad? Did you guys just get ganged up on by everybody or something? I guess I need to claim that and that. Oh, 40k of all resources now from that cart. Oh, I need to refresh this actually. 30 minutes, perfect. We got rid of a 2-star mob tip for a 3-star errands tip, which is better and also easier. We're playing with Yeet this season. Oh, okay. That's still a stacked server then. Bots, chaos. Oh, if you wanted to play with us, you should have hit me up, or maybe you did hit me up and I forgot about it. I had quite a lot of people reach out. Oh, this is the problem with taking breaks on day 1. There are no tiles left. Virus! What the heck, man? What the heck? I think I just scared the dog again. Oh, is this a 90? Nice. Let's go take some 90s. What the heck? You heard I'm handing out 300s to us poor people? I feel like you're not a poor person with the way you've been throwing money around. But thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I certainly did not expect that after, especially after, was it yesterday or the night before? Whenever it was. So, definitely appreciate it. Buy the King of Men items now. Yeah, should I open some chests then? Because I want to buy these to take my King of Men to the next level of respect. What server am I in? 216, season 4, 216, I think it is. Yep. So we have Time is here, my team is here, RUSC is here, Skull is here, Lore is here, and then some newer teams. We have Chill and a couple other teams in Gondor, but they are a little bit newer, coming out of season 2. Guess I can just pull up the rankings. So yeah, RUSC, Time, Us, Skull. Haven't really heard of Baba. I think they're more of a new team as well, from what I understand. Coming out of S2. Arnor has some S2 players as well. So we have a pretty good mix of older players and newer players on this server. So, you asked a while ago but forgot about it. That's fair. Maybe next season, depending on how yours go. If I get King of Men to R10, we can get the rest of the unique quests done. I don't even know what his unique quests are. I haven't even looked into that. I mean, I would want to do them just in case. I kind of only have 16 pure mithril though. So there's that. I would need, how many days? I need 80, so that's 74. So it'd have to be like next season, I think, that I could even get it. Oh yeah, structure tasks. I forgot that structure tasks count for the extra freebies. Do I have enough troops to sweep? Let me fix up some of these armies. So I would like to sweep at least a couple times. What's up, Nicholas? Oh, my dog. New dog's going crazy. I'm sure you guys can hear him messing with the door. I guess I have enough troops. Although, if I'm going to do this army setup, I should do it on Rada. Because Faramir needs archers. Hello, Eric. Check Discord. You sent me his quest. Alright, let's see what his quests are. We have to get the Stone of Erech, however you said. That would be easy this season, based on where we are. Capture an Oathbreaker camp, that would be possible, I believe, as well. Oh, these are pretty easy. Then defeat 5,000 orc units. I feel like we could do those. Like, do you want King of Men's unique? Like, I feel like those are very reasonable. Like, we just have to ask Gondor, hey, can we borrow stones for literally 5 seconds? It's not like it'd be difficult for them to take them back. Ooh, vouchers. Then also just ask Gondor, like, hey, can we borrow an Oathbreaker camp for literally 5 seconds? So I think it would be possible. You go click through all of these. Oh, it's boss time already. How are people doing on the bosses? I can't decide if I should farm bosses at the very beginning. I kind of want to use the stamina on tiles, especially since I'm a bit behind. Speaking of stamina on tiles, this is kind of awkward because I don't really want to drop my 60s because I want the income. But I'm also kind of still taking 90s. I guess I just drop some grain 60s and sweep for it. So now Grim, nice to see you now Grim. Ungo for life. That's the way it usually goes. Is I feel like we have a very friendly team. I feel like people come and join us and then they're like, man, these guys are pretty cool. They like to stick around. So I guess I dropped my grains. The issue is there's probably not any 130 grains around here left. Oh, there's one. Is that in range? That actually is. I better pin that before somebody comes and steals it. The problem is it's going to be like a 90-minute march. There's 2, 3 over there. There's 4? Bro. I actually need to come farm these. That's crazy. That's going to literally be like a 20-minute march for my King of Men. Maybe I'll send my next commander that direction since this guy's already way down here. Oh, there's a 130 here as well. I don't know if I want to screw this guy over though. Like, he's clearly right next to it with 3 armies. I should ask him if he's online. No, not betray. Please tell me I didn't betray him. Okay, good. Whew. Are you what? I kind of don't want to. I don't want to steal his tile if he's here, but like, if he's gonna be asleep for the next 8 hours, I'm probably just gonna scoop it. Where is it? You need more 130s? No, 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 no. That's mine. Darn, he's here. Okay, I won't snipe the 130 grain then. Darn it. I should have just been a jerk about it. I should have just been, oh, sorry, bro. I didn't see your armies there. Even though there would be video proof of me seeing his armies there. So next time that happens, the moral of the story is I have to pretend on stream to not see the armies. So then I can say, oh, oops. Oops. Someone else is farming Fangorn too. Dude, this was actually a really good season start for me. Which I feel like I deserve it after the past couple of seasons. I've had really, really bad starting spots. I guess my Arnor story I don't think was terrible. I forget where I started in Arnor though. I think it was somewhere in Rudour, which is pretty solid because you're pretty close to trolls. But man, my Lothlorien start was just terrible. Do I even bring Rangers? Probably not. I mean, part of the issue is that Rada actually has a bunch of units right now. So it looks like I have less than I do, but I need to save Rangers for Gandalf, I think. All you have is 90 woods? Dude, that's the direction I'm headed. I so far have 54 90 power tiles. That's why I'm like hesitant to drop even these 60s, but I think I just have to. Unfortunately. Oh, King of Men leveled up. Which tree do I go now? I think I go Andoril and Cole the Weak. I want to go Strider just because I want to be crazy and I want to use a Blazing Tongue on Aragorn. But to use that I have to put 15 points. I wonder if he's going to take those 90 woods, probably. So I should probably also not touch those. I could come take this one. I'd have to take a 30 to get there, which isn't the most optimal, but isn't the end of the world either. And I think I just have to. It'll also open up some more 150s back here that somebody else will probably come and snipe. But if I take this, I could actually take this with Gandalf, come over here, then come down to the 130. Might be solid. I think I need to try to get 130s before other people do. So this is the unfortunate part of playing non-full cavalry. Not even going that far. There's a bunch of 90s here too. Maybe I should send King of Men home, take one of these 150s, then pop a bunch of 90s. Thank you, Smeagol. Thanks for dropping by, my friend. Oh, except for Thana being in your backyard. Yeah, has he been farming a bunch? Waiting for more troops. How's the Gandalf looking? Very solid. Smite, melee vigor, hysteria, and sustain. Yep. Yep. It's a solid Gandalf. 4S4. I'll just say 2 seasons. I don't like calling people S2 players because I feel like it's used as an insult. Like, I'm trying to give this guy a compliment that he has a very nice Gandalf for having only finished 2 seasons. So I don't really want to call him like an S2 player. Chest open video. I promised Bryrus that when Legends of Gondor comes out, I will open at least 100, because yesterday, like right when the season started, he donated $100. So in the past 2 days, that's $150. So literally whatever chest he wants me to open, I'll open 100 of. I would like to pick Legends of Gondor because King of Men's respect items are there. And that would be hilarious. I guess Thana got a Sealdor invite eventually. It'd be funny if I also pulled a Sealdor, because that would really make Thanatos mad, and I would think that that's funny. Yeah, if you're hurting for wood, man, this is the place to be. Although, I bet you in roughly the next 2 days, everything but like the 300s and 200s, it's going to be gobbled up. Goes quick. But everybody's trying to feast on the 150s and stuff. Gil R11, Gala R10, King of Men R10. Yeah, let's see. Whale alert. Switchblade. Switchblade. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Thana would love your Gimli and Isildur. Thana's Isildur is pretty solid overall. Dude, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say. You're ridiculous, Bryrus. You are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You vote for the chest you need to build the T3 commanders that I want. Hopefully the screen flickering doesn't happen a bunch tonight. I still need to test streaming from my iPad. Well, in that case, it would definitely be King of Men. Well, Legends of Gondor for King of Men. So, I mean, Aragorn is probably, actually almost certainly, my favorite character from the lore. And I'm rocking the King of Men profile. Shark, not whale. Well, what's the difference? I wonder what he means. Yeah, rocking the King of Men profile picture. Although I feel like he looks like he's about to fall asleep. Looks like he's super bored about something. But I don't know, maybe being the King of Gondor after Sauron is destroyed would be kind of boring. Not really sure what you do. Did I take the troops off of him? Unfortunately, I did. Should have swept one more time, I think. And let's switch this up a bit. Something like that. I've been good, Switchblade. Been good. Definitely been good. Wait, this is taken, right? Is this really just sitting here untaken? Okay, I'm definitely taking that in a minute. Sweep one more time with Rada. I do want to save some of his stamina for taking tiles. Let's do that. In like 10 minutes, I'll try to remember to start dropping more tiles. I mean, at this point, I'm going to have to like live stream a chest opening or something. That's crazy. Thank you again, by the way, Bryrus. It's a very weird situation for me in a way. Like, I wasn't even sure if I should turn on ads on my videos when I got partnered with YouTube, and that became a thing. And I'm pretty sure I asked in Discord about it, and people were like, "Nah, you need to do it, man. Like, it's no big deal. Like, you're putting time and effort into this, so." But I'm just the type of person that, you know, doesn't. I don't know. I'm an old boomer. So it's still weird in my old boomer brain to like make money from people watching YouTube ads and whatever else. Day 3 in your server, we have 1.1 mil power with bots at 1 mil. Kind of crazy how whale people are. Yeah, do you remember Karkili's edits? You probably remember Karkili's. I forget where exactly he's located. Somewhere over here, I think. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Maybe he was in East Emnet. I'm probably not going to be able to find him. Anyway, long story short, he took a 200 within the first 24 hours. There he is. I found him. Yeah, so it was actually last night at like 10:30 or 11 my time. So like 4 hours or so before the buffs ended even. He popped that 200. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. The god of GTW. Dude, his GTW is disgusting now. Respect 24. By the way. Alright, so I need to send Gandalf to those 130 grains, I think. Oh, that'd be cool. If Admiral, if you guys are on the same server. Show a picture of his GTW. Did he send one recently? Could always see if he's around. If he hasn't linked one in here recently. I can ping him on Discord. Yeah, let me message him on Discord and ask him to send me one if he's around. I think he'll be around. Can you link me your GTW? Wonder if Karch is actually in the stream lurking. Your warband's whale 200 is Gunda in the first 14 hours. That's just so crazy because whale is without teeth. I can part as well. Fair. When I first started playing this game a year ago, it was just like unfathomable that somebody would be able to take a 200 power tile within the first 12 to 14 hours of a server, whatever. 20 hours, I guess, but still. Oh, what's up, Brandy? I did subscribe to your YouTube channel, by the way, Brandy. I followed through on that promise. Just so you know. Gotta support other content creators. Alright, let's take some grain before anybody else gets here and scoops it up. Something like that should work. Bad that you don't have spots in your team this season. You might have one. A few people didn't show up. I think we would, yeah. I think we'd have a spot. Alright, we're definitely taking this. Right, I'm not tile capped. I'm about to be tile capped. T? What's up, T? How's your rank doing, by the way, bro? I should check it out. Number 4, dude. My man's T up in here. Purple Commanders, by the way. Rocking the number 4 spot. This guy has to be one of the most talented season starters in the game. Because, like, T's a solid dolphin, for sure. Don't want to take anything away from you in that regard, T. But I don't even think you would really classify yourself as any sort of big whale. And yet, you are at the top of the charts, man. Very, very impressive. So, somebody said hello from Gundabad, I think. I think I missed that one. Let me read through the chat. Oh, freaking bot shows up right as I'm trying to read through chat. Boom. Oh, apparently you can add moderators now? Does anybody want to be the bot police, by the way? Alright, now I have to scroll up. Let's see. Okay, Kano said hello from Gundabad. Hello, sir. Brandy said hi. Yeah, I saw that one. We have a Vinji-poo. Which faction are you in, Demon Time? Your spending has gone up the last few seasons. Well, that's fair. I mean, you did get officially invited to the whale chat, I guess, so maybe you are, in fact, officially a whale now. Said, it's an honor to be able to play with you. Oh, this guy's so nice. What a nice guy. YouTube has had mods for a while. Yeah, they probably have. I'm just too much of a boomer to realize it. I probably could have had somebody else banning bots for me. And just didn't even realize it. Oh, I think Jigga wants me to show this Dane. Are you here, Jigga? If you're here, I don't want to spoil the Dane without you being here to see it. Since it is your Dane after all. I do need to send Faramir in a sweep real quick. So I think I'll pull the archers off of Gandalf real quick and then sweep a couple times with Faramir. As long as you finish top 5 and ahead of Thanatos. There you go. That's the benchmark. If you finish above Thanatos, then you win. Jigga loves Dane. He really does, man. For sure. Let's see. You're a new player. What are some... Why are the players' text bubbles different colors? There was an event last year. I forget which event it was. And one of the rewards from finishing the event was the ability to choose a color for your chat bubbles. I kind of hope that they add the event again. That way people could choose. Like, it'd be cool if I could pick different colors just based on like my mood, like a mood ring or something. Oh, okay. I feel like I just doxed you. Oh, I guess you doxed yourself because you said it in Fellowship chat. Alright, this is for you, Jigga. Check out this disgusting Dane. So he's rocking a Hammer of Moria with Lethal Weapon, which is super good. Very, very good trait on that. He has the fully refined Durance plate with dominance. So this thing alone is freaking 72 might. Disgusting. Oh, whew, okay. Sorry, my dog's down here chewing on something, and he's actually just chewing on one of his bones, so. What, hun? Yeah. I thought he was chewing on the desk of the leg of the desk. I was gonna be like, oh crap, my dog's chewing on my desk. Of course, the fully refined unique, which is another 54 might, crazy. And box of knowledge with warrior. For anybody that doesn't know, by the way, the lore of the arcane type has to match whatever the commander's type is. So like, if you were to put lore of the arcane warrior on a support commander, none of this part would take effect. So, but how much plus defense? 24 defense, then also 3 HP and 30, so that's 54 defense. So Guardians would be sitting at 155 defense on top of plus 3 HP. And then also plus 3 from this, so 46 HP, 150 something defense. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Okay, Faramir is sweeping. Gandalf is chilling. We're dropping tiles. I did start dropping more, I think. So that should be plenty for now. Maybe 10 more minutes or something I start dropping more. Let's see. Where is Thana to be the mod? I don't know about that. I feel like Thana might just ban everybody. If you want to be a mod, Bryrus, I'll make you a mod. But if you don't want to sit here and ban bots, that's fine too. You have 2 evil accounts now, Switchblade. Witch King, Black Serpent, Kamul, Gothmog, Agzak, and Grima. So I've never done a Black Serpent video. I don't think I've done a Witch King video. I have done Kamul and I haven't done Grima in a really long time though, I don't think. So like I would definitely do Grima again. Agzak I never did a video on. I mean, yeah, pretty much any of those. I still need to do the Sauron video. That's just the holidays and other stuff got in the way. But I have not forgot about the focus damage Sauron video, by the way. I'll probably record it on Monday. Hopefully. I'd like to sweep one more time with Faramir, but I guess I could sweep these guys. Wouldn't take too long. 4 minutes, it's not too bad. Why didn't Arnor go back to Ungo? I'm not sure what you mean by why didn't Arnor go. If you mean Anor, that'd be a different story. Spring or summer event for the chat bubble sounds right. Jigga said the date is love of his life. Ungo picked up some whales. Oh yeah, we picked up some players, man. We picked up some players, I'll tell you that. One more item for 4-star refine on a weapon. Dang. So pretty soon you're gonna be almost fully gilded out. It'll be very, very close. And then obviously this takes forever just to get the mithril, since you can only get 1 per day usually. Wait, why did Layla post stop emojis in the chat? Oh, you want to be a mod? Of course you can be a mod. Boom. Alright, you're now a moderator. You flee from responsibility. Alright, so Bryrus won't be a mod. Yeah, dude, Bryrus, you should show some of your commanders, man, if you want. You can link me some in game if you wish. Because for only having finished 2 seasons on your account, your commanders are ridiculous, dude. See, the guy that... Oh, Anor Capricorn. So he played with Whip last season too. I don't fully know why he left. I don't think he ever had like a super detailed reason. It was basically like, hey, I just want to see what things are like with a different team. And then I believe this season he wanted to try non-role play. So did those Baba play season 2? Season 2 from a year ago. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, you want to fly low? Alright, so we won't show off your commanders then. Speaking of old school things, since this guy in global chat mentioned season 2 from a year ago, which, by the way, Bryrus used to play with us a year ago. Bryrus, do you remember from our Angmar season the warband Duck? They were with us in Angmar with Shemlenny and a bunch of other guys. Shemlenny was their leader at the time, at least. It'd be interesting if you remembered them. All right, Mr. Rex, take care, man. Nice of you to stop by, for sure. I guess Karch is not around. I feel like he would have linked his GTW by now if he was. I forget who it was that asked to see it, but we'll see. Paul Jones. What is up? You know what's actually really funny, Paul? I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this right. But I remember last time I asked you what your name was in game. I promised you that I wasn't going to forget it. And now I'm sitting here. I'm pretty sure you're ha 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 ha, the original ha ha ha. But I feel bad saying that, like, oh, for sure, bro, I'll remember it. And then being like, oh, maybe I don't remember it. But anyway, the funny part about Duck is they're actually on this server with us. They're over in Mordor. I saw Shemlenny in World Chat, and I think I've seen Tehulu around, or however you pronounce his name. He was one of their diplomats. You always say that like 6 times. Yeah, I need to write it down is what I need to do. That way I won't forget it. Oh, I hit the 80 mob sweep for the juicy stone. I'm shocked T went back. Did we leave all Hivemind players? Yeah, so when we split, we basically, so like we had been, you probably see we make these spreadsheets and stuff of all of our players and recruit. That's part of the recruitment process. When we decided to split from Hive, we pretty much made a gentleman's agreement. You know, both sides, whoever came in with Ungo could leave with Ungo if they wanted or stay with Hive, but Ungo would not poach Hive players and vice versa. So like if they were with Hive initially, we would not try to recruit them. Obviously, if a player wants to leave, they're going to leave. You can't prevent that from happening. And then anybody that got brought in just from the outside or whatever, they could just go wherever they wanted. So pretty much for the most part, as far as I understand, see, 9 minutes and 22 seconds. Oh yeah, 1 minute we're dropping. Feel like I just lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, pretty much. Anybody who came with Ungo left with Ungo. Anybody who came with Hive left with Hive. I don't think there was much, if any, crossover, which is fine. But there was a lot of drama surrounding it. But most of that drama was actually tied to like somewhat random players. I don't want to call anybody out, but like I think Cheese would say this as well. There's no bad blood between me and Cheese. And the only person that I would say that I don't particularly like from Hivemind was Maz. But like the rest of Hive's officers, I was totally cool with them. Like we just didn't really have the same sort of leadership style, me and Cheese, which happens, no big deal. But like Honcho and Dutters and Charlie, Charlie's not an officer, but Charlie is a cool dude. Overall, like even some of them sent me messages when we were splitting up and were like, oh man, it sucks to lose you guys. It is what it is. You know, no hard feelings. And I echoed the same sentiments. It's just the people that play with me and have been playing with me for a long time, they just are like used to a particular leadership style. I don't even know what my leadership style is. And I don't really like bragging about myself in general. But like they're just used to the way that I run things, for better or worse. And a number of them messaged me and were like, hey man, like we just want you to be in charge again. Like we like the way you do things. And it was, oh, this is a juicy patch. I need to send a pather there. It was enough people that I really care about and have cared about for a while that it just didn't feel right saying like, no, I'm not going to do that. I think a lot of it, unfortunately, got a bit blown out of proportion due to some drama. So, but that's the short version of it, I guess. So, you thought we would have played with Varth's team? We wanted to play with Varth's team. I still really like Varth. I have a lot of respect for him. I think the feeling is mutual. The big difference is we were dead set on waiting until after the holidays to start. And Varth's team really did not want to wait until after the holidays. So that's what happened there. I would for sure play with his team next season, like if we could line up the bag end timings. But they started on like the 27th or 28th, somewhere in there. And we were waiting until at least a few days after New Year's. It ended up being the 10th or whatever. 12th, I guess. January 12th is when we could get in to this season. Having a hard time knowing how to level up now that your 24-hour buff is gone. Should you flip tiles, sweep? And should I use main commanders to do tips? So I would definitely say use your main commanders to do tips. Because even if it's 5,000 XP a pop, that can really add up in the early game. Particularly like in the mid-20s. Like that's 5k XP, still almost 10% of a level. And you know, down here it's like a sixth of a level, 18% or whatever that would be. What I would say is you definitely want to try to fill up on 130s and 150s. If you can, if you have it in your area. So I would for sure flip tiles. The other thing you can do once your commanders are ready for it, there was a ruins around here somewhere here. If you hit ruins, you'll fight 2 level 25 armies, but they're pretty easy. Easier than 130s, I'm pretty sure. But you'll get the same amount of XP per army as you would from a 130. So you actually get twice as much XP from a ruin than you would from a 130, or very roughly. The other thing is, if you're in range of a crossing and your commander can handle it, you can hit the crossing for 4 armies. So if you're full on 130s and 150s, that'd be my number 1 priority. Fill up on 130s and 150s if you can. Number 2, there we go, is hit crossings and ruins. Eventually you can also move up to effigies because the statues are easier than 200 power tiles by a little bit, but there's still level 35 armies there. The other option, depending on your faction, particularly applicable to Arnor, but other factions can do similar things, is find a level 35 neutral camp. Actually, let me just search for it this way. Like Hobbit Archers, these dudes are ridiculously easy, and they give like 80k XP per hit or something like that. 60k maybe. So basically, if you can't be taking 130s and 150s, find something to hit that has 2 armies on it. Bryrus said, I'm hands down one of the best leaders. Well, thank you. Thank you, Bryrus. I appreciate that. It's sometimes leading can be somewhat of a thankless job, in the sense that like when things are going well, everything's kind of smooth, and like I don't know that people always notice the work that goes on behind the scenes when things are going well. And then when things aren't going well, you know who they're gonna blame. So yeah, what T said, keep your tiles near max. 130s, 150s, yep. Nothing against Hivemind. Yeah, there was a lot of really good people in Hivemind, for sure. So Edit said he'll come back. Come back to Ungo. Yeah, if we have room, we'll for sure take you back, man. 100%. I mean, you played like 2-3 seasons with us, something like that. Polter is biased. I mean, that is true. Can I send you a Gandalf the Whale on Discord? Sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, my wife said don't forget to show off my shirt. I'll do that in a minute. Reply to that one in a minute. Alright, well I'll show off the shirt in a minute. And by a minute I mean right now. So I'll have to move the camera a little bit maybe. I don't want to cut off my face, but this was actually a surprise Christmas present from different people that are in Ungo, particularly people that have been in Ungo for quite a while. I'll have to stand up to show it off. I guess I have to take off my headset to also show it off. I wonder if you know what I should do? Let's do this. Let's stretch to screen. Maybe that'll work. We have, if you guys can still hear me, Gandalf riding on, I assume, Gwai here. Then, this is going to be the hard part. There we go. Hopefully that worked. Hopefully that worked out. I don't know if you guys could actually hear me very well or see very well. It's a bit difficult to do with a stationary webcam. But yeah, a group of people that I've been with for a while in this game got together and decided, hey, let's get Phoenix a Christmas present. They know I love birds and Gandalf. So we have Gandalf riding Gwai here, and then on the back, which you guys probably couldn't see very well, it actually has like all of their names on the back, and also this very, very funny card. Let me make the webcam big again to show off the card, because this card's hilarious. Oh, the green screen's messing up part of it, but it has all of their Discord avatars, and because I'm a fanboy of Rohan and horses, it basically has all of the bunch of My Little Pony characters, except their faces are replaced with the people's Discord avatars who sent it to me. And they wrote a nice note as well. And so this card now sits on my desk, my gaming desk at all times, so. Let's see, Jigga said, I'm a super respectable person. Well, thank you. Great leadership support, not meaning me. You could call yourself great support if you want to, Jigga. You're in leadership. Oh my gosh, this Sharku freaking wrecked me. Good game. Need the anti-madness. What the heck? Yikes. That is brutal. This is why you need high alert as well. Holy crap. That's a yikes. James Douglas, looking forward to facing you this season. Which faction are you in, Mr. Douglas? You're really behind then. Your 24-hour buff just ended. My top 3 commanders are 15, 13, and 13. That is a bit awkward. What should you do to catch up? See, if you're 15, 13, and 13, you probably want to be taking 60s? 60s and 90s, depending on your gear. You'll probably have to wait until people around you start dropping the tiles. Don't be afraid to fort out if you need to. Especially in the early game, like you might just have to build like 2 forts and upgrade them once or twice each and just farm out of the forts. The reason I would say to build multiple forts is because you'd want to be able to rotate pathers. Since it's going to cost you 20 stamina every time you send a commander to the fort, you don't want to be sending your combat commanders back and forth. Because every time you do that, you're going to lose, 1 tile worth of stamina. So you want to be able to keep them in one fort and just reinforce them every time they have stamina. And then rotate pathers out. So let's see. Meme Factory Lady Death. No. Lady Death has a different name on YouTube. You hadn't seen the back yet. That is why Ungo is the best, family. That's true. Also, for anybody that's on my Discord, I actually recorded a video of me opening the present and my reaction to it. And I honestly, the only thing I knew is that something was coming because Layla didn't want me to like go out and get the package on accident and then be like, hey, what the heck is this? And ruin the surprise. So she basically just said, oh, your friends from Lord of the Rings are getting you something. So, don't go get the packages. So. Have someone in your clan help you take a 230. Yeah, that would work too if somebody can feed you a 200. Ring 30 for forts? Do you? I don't think you need ring 30 for forts. I thought it was lower than that. It's ring something. I think it's pretty low though. I don't remember. Maybe this button. Build a fort. Yeah, I don't remember when you can build forts. Oh, for mocking. Yeah. For mocking, you need level 30 to pick up Mind Sharpener. Yeah, mocking. Yep. All right, you sent me. Let's see. That's a lot of commanders. Whew. But I think I'll like the king. Alright, let me find the King of Men. Here's the King of Men. Let me pull it up this way so it's bigger. Respect 19, fully gold gear. Ant Drought. Cask of Pride, Warborn Battle Plate, and the unique. I feel like I saw this commander in... is that commander linked in the book thingamabobber? The, like if you click this... I feel like I saw like a super similar... Maybe not. Let's see. Let's do all levels. I guess I would have to know what the guy's name is. But I was looking at some of these earlier, actually a few days ago. Trying to figure out what gear other people are using. But definitely a nice King of Men for sure. And let me reinforce Gandalf and then I'll check out the Gandalf the White. I could probably show this Gandalf the White on stream. This looks almost exactly like Karch's in terms of gear. Super similar. I'm not sure what respect this one is. Karch's gear is slightly better. Not like that much better. Let me see if I still have this saved. Discord. There we go. I'll just need to move it. Boom. So this is the Gandalf the White that Edit sent me on Discord. I'm assuming that it's like concentration or whatever on the chest, tranquility on the helm, and then like mounted supply or fearless cavalry on the reins. If I had to guess. And we need to conscript. Are you saying Karch's Gandalf the White isn't better? Can I run a full queue? Do I even want to run a full queue? Let's see, it's 9 o'clock. I want to do like 2 hours and then restart before bed. Let's do that and that. I guess it should be Carchilles. I believe that's the correct pronunciation, Carchilles. There's R23 one. Crispy's a massive whale. Is the one you sent me R23? I wish Karch would get back to me. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. All right, you want this? You want to compare? We can have a. I guess I'll take a tile and then we can compare. Ao is borrowing his reins. Okay, so I'll have to show the reins first, and then I can show the rest of the gear. But it'll be like, you know, people will say some type of. All right, who is this guy? Yeah, bro. Something tells me, hopefully this guy's not like on stream right now. But I feel like something in me is saying that this guy is a spy. Not sure what it is. I'm sorry if you're a legit player and you're actually on stream and now I'm like talking crap. Moom alerts? What's up, Moom alerts? Oh, Numbskull's here too. Numbskull. Karch's GTW. It is by a little bit. So you know how people say you're measuring such and such a thing. So Karch has 2 stars on Glamdring, fully refined tactical maneuvers, mithril coats, almost fully refined wizard hat. I think he needs 1 more hat to fully refine that on Tranquility. And normally he is running a fully refined mounted supply reins. And he's respect 24. So this guy is ridiculous. He's 1 hat away from, and a little bit of respect away from being like completely maxed out. As maxed out as you can possibly be in this game for 1 single commander at least. So it's gotta be the best or one of the best Gandalf the Whites in the entire game. I'm sure there's another one out there that's similar, but this is pretty freaking good. If you want to take 200 power tiles on day 1, that's how you do it, by the way. Dane's going to bring the pain to Karch's Gandalf the White. I really want to do a video on a fight between you guys, for sure, for sure, for sure. Burzgul, yes, Burzgul is in fact back. He is back. I feel like Tranquility isn't a great stat to refine. Oh, I think it is. I think so. Well, I mean, actually, I should clarify that. I guess the refining part isn't necessarily required. I was thinking strengthening. Obviously, you want to strengthen for the focus on the HP. The percent here doesn't scale that well, but I mean, it's Karch, so like at some point of spending, you're just gonna refine what you have, right? Like, I guess that's how I would say it. Like, his entire goal for the past 3 seasons, probably. It's actually getting kind of warm in here. I might turn the fan on. His entire goal for the past, like, 3 seasons has been to just completely min-max his Gandalf the White. And so in that sense, it's worth the refine. If you're, like, not a huge spender, then 100% Numbskull, I would agree with you there, for sure. If you're not, I mean, it's freaking respect 24 on a T3. So yeah, if it's the only thing that's left, then sure. Yeah. For most players, I would 100% agree with you for sure. That, like, if you only have 2 or 3 Grey Wizards hats, let's say you have 3 Grey Wizard hats, 2 of them have Tranquility. It would probably be better to split them so that you would have 2 commanders with Tranquility. So, something like that. But yeah, like I said, his goal has been just to completely min-max GTW. Orb with Pursuit. Oh yeah, Palantir of Orthanc. That would be a really good item as well for the correct fights. So I can't remember if I said it a minute ago, but if and when you guys do a fight Giga, then I definitely want to make a video out of it. So you made that mistake, you burned a Numenorian hat to 1 refine your gala. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see what you're saying for sure. He has a full refined Night Star. I think Karch does as well. I think it's on his Faramir though. Please, I need help with something. I'm a bit nervous because I think this guy is a troll. Yeah. How do I find true love? Find a beautiful woman that also plays Rise to War. I'll say worked for me. Yeah, I've seen this guy talking in world chat before, so I was worried of what he might say. Might have to be careful opening his messages on stream. Oh, he linked to my base. Giga saying I'm live. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know. How do you find true love? I don't know. That's the $1 million question, right? How do you even, like, what would somebody even consider to be true love? That'd be the first place you'd start, I guess. I don't know. Not a relationship expert. I just got lucky that Layla's also a nerd. Our marriage is true love. True. True. I missed out on a perfect opportunity to suck up to my wife. 10 years down, many more to go. Hopefully, unless she if I wind up dead, guys. If I wind up dead, she's right over there. It's probably her. Probably what will happen if she ever murdered me is, so she has this thing where fans, like ceiling fans, they have to be on 24/7, 365. It has literally been snowing outside. Not even trolling. It's 100% serious. She can hear me talking right now. She'll probably chime in and say that I am in fact telling the truth. It was snowing outside and she had the ceiling fans going. And I remember I told her, I said, one day you're going to leave the house and I'm just going to rip out all the freaking ceiling fans because they don't need to be on when it's literally freezing outside. So probably what will happen is I'll get fed up with the ceiling fans. She'll go hang out with her friends, mom, sister, whatever. I'm going to rip out all the ceiling fans and break them up. Make a huge mess in the house. Ceiling fan parts everywhere. She's going to come home and then she's going to be pissed that I killed her true love in life, which is ceiling fans. And then she will kill me and hide the body somewhere where nobody will ever find it because she's watched every single crime show in the history of ever. And so she knows how to get away with it. So that's why I'm telling you guys that way you can call the police and say it was her. There we go. That's my insurance. Don't be telling no lies. It doesn't snow. It snows once a decade down here. Something like that. Not very often, but it snows. So, true story. True story. I'm gonna break all the ceiling fans. Oh man. If you reverse the fan direction, I don't know if our fans do that. Maybe I should do that. Maybe she wouldn't even notice. Could just warm up the house instead. Pull a little sneaky on her. Oh. Yo, do I hit this boss? Do I want my 1 coin? It snowed last year. I forget that you live like a mile away from my house. At its, well, like, I don't know, 5 miles or something, right? Yeah, you gotta hit me up on Discord sometime and we'll grab dinner or something. Whatever. If you like Mexican food, which is my favorite, I know many good Mexican restaurants. If you like tacos, I know the best freaking taco spot in town. We can go get tacos. Bryrus can come down and meet us for tacos too, because he lives pretty close, I think. Wailed out evil commanders from your group. Yeah, if it's like high resolution pictures. Yeah, if it's high resolution pictures that I could easily pull up, then for sure I'll take a look at them. Is the chat thing right here being weird? I feel like it goes away and then it updates like all at once or something. You love Mexican, but oh, you're 16. I mean, that's not a big deal. I don't care. Might be weird. Yeah, whatever, man. Like, I'm not trying to like be any sort of inappropriate way. You know, it's not like I'm gonna show up in a serial killer van with a bunch of candy and be like, "Hey, little boy, get in my van." I'll bring Layla too. There we go. Bryrus can come down if he wants. Just make a group thing out of it. Oh, this summer you should be down there. Yeah. If you ever come through, man, let me know. Let's see, Switchblade. Here we go. All right. Well, first let me see if this 130 tile wrecks me. And then we'll find out. Take a look at the evil commanders. Flawless victory. Jeez. This freaking guy. My man's is out here taking 150s, losing literally 0 troops. Took a 200 on day 1. And I'm out here with this happening to me. Love it. I love it. But Karch is awesome. Let's see, do I leave Gandalf here? I feel like I just park Gandalf here so that maybe nobody takes those tiles. I could send King of Men over. I need to sweep more or something though. I don't think these guys can quite take 130s yet. I don't really want to take more 90s, but maybe I should. Nerf GTG. For tiles, maybe. Actually, let's see. Are there any more 90s? I guess I might as well, if there's more. I was supposed to take something down here to unlock more 90s, and then I forgot. Whatever, I'll just come take this one. Be alright. If everyone likes tacos, we can go to one of my favorite restaurants. Oh, 100%. For sure. For sure. The restaurant that she's talking about, I don't want to dox anybody, so I'm not going to say the name of it because it's a local place. And if I said it, you could probably figure out where I live, like within 10 miles or something. Anyway, yep. Favorite restaurant, freaking amazing tacos. Where's Arwen? Arwen's on the bench, unfortunately. I'm messing around with Radagast this season. So, all right, let me bring this over here. We don't need to watch Faramir walk around for 10 minutes, so we can take a look at. Let's see. Let me fix this too. I feel like this got way too big. You guys can probably see that fine, right? Could always make it a little bigger or something. But it's kind of hard once it's too big. That should be big enough. So I assume this is Rend, Resistance, Hysteria, and Tactical Mark. Whatever. Very solid Sunend. Not quite as good as Rob's, I have to say. Not quite as good as Rob's, but pretty close. This is a slightly different, but similar Sunend. Hopefully Rend, Resistance, Discord, or Aegis. Probably Aegis. And then Pursuit, Hunter's Mark on that. I would imagine. And Gorebag. Man, I love a good Gorebag. He was always one of my favorite evil commanders. So unique. This is probably stun immunity for orcs. Probably Pursuit, if I had to guess. Or like Orc Vigor or whatever on this thing. So, yeah, those are definitely solid commanders. Alright, boom. Yeah, Arwen's on the bench. You love tacos. Your Arwen's building forts. Speaking of that, unfortunately, I spawned probably 2 tiles out of range. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to have to build a fort over here too. Because spoiler alert for anybody that wants to spy on Rohan, the Wold will be the first keep that we take, by the way. So now you guys know we're going to take the Wold. It's happening. If you want to come here and fight us for it, please don't, because it's like day 2 of the season and I really don't want to fight on day 2 of the season. But that's what we're doing. Now the world knows. You really wish you had a picture. R25 Sunend, full gold. Level 50 on day 5. So there have to be some eagles involved there, I would imagine. That's ridiculous. Level 50 on day 5. Crazy. Crazy. How do I like Radagast? So far, for tiles, I really like him. My new theory, I've come up with a new theory. Maybe it's big brain. Maybe it's potato brain. I was always flip-flopping on commanders, and I think that really screwed over my account. Like, I think it probably could be a lot better than it is right now. I always told people to pick between 2 and 4 commanders to focus on, depending on your spending level. So my new theory is 2 PvP commanders and 2 PvE commanders. So in that vein, Gandalf the Grey and Rada are my PvE boys, while Faramir and King of Men are my PvP boys. And I think Rada is quite solid for taking tiles. Just the amount of healing and damage mitigation that he has is excellent. And for taking tiles, that tends to be good. For PvP, we'll see. I think the only way that he's viable for PvP is something like Bjorn Eagle Sentinel or Bjorn Eagle Sharpshooter, something like that, which is a really expensive army to run, unfortunately, because that's 2 gold units. If I can pull that off in some season, I'll probably give it a shot, just for the heck of it. Crank out like 180k healing or something for the memes. But in general, for PvP, those will be my two Faramir and King of Men. So, why am I using Faramir? 3 reasons that I can think of off the top of my head, maybe 4. So, A, he was like the first commander in this game that I was really hyped about. Like when I was brand new, I was looking through all the commanders and their skills and just trying to figure out how this game worked. And I looked at Faramir's skill tree as a brand new player, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like 45% damage, stun immunity. Homie has some healing. He has damage skills. He gives people initiative. Like, this guy's super good. And I like him in the movies as well. Like, I like the character just in general. So he was like the first commander I was really hyped about. So that's like the non-meta reason that I want to use him. Number 2 is his unique is ridiculously good. One of the best unique items in the game, in my opinion. Super good unique item. This is what makes him competitive again. Without this, I think that he is not viable. But the fact that you just do so much burst damage in the early rounds of combat is crazy. Super, super, super good. Which leads into another point being he's pretty much the perfect platform for using Pursuit Fireworks. The Pursuit Fireworks being important because this also affects Faramir. So it's 90% and it hits Faramir. Whereas Foresight is 70% and only hits allied units. Faramir actually kind of slaps. So that's why I think the fireworks are important. And because he's the perfect platform for Pursuit Fireworks, that gives him a big advantage against some very popular commanders like Grima, Gil-galad, being the 2 main examples, Undying to a certain extent. Haldir couldn't use fireworks, so he counters skill. Oh, for sure, 100%. He counters skill, absolutely. And then the final reason, I totally lost track of how many reasons I've even said. He's a T1 commander, which means it's very easy to get him to high respect, and it's not bad to get his unique. So you'll pay 1,000 gems for 5, which I actually need to do that, 5 mithril. Whereas with like a T3, you're paying 1,000 gems for 1 mithril. And at this point, I actually need 120 mithril to refine it. So like if this was a T3 unique item, this would take literally 120 days and 120,000 gems in order to refine it, which is crazy. So because he's a T1, his unique is actually viable. I'll check your Faramir in just a minute. Jigga. Not as good as my Marion Pippin, true. My Marion Pippin is my best commander, 100%. Does Tranquility cleanse pacifism on Rada? Yes, it does, 100%, for sure. So I think if you are going to PvP with Rada, you have to have a Tranquility helmet. Because without a Tranquility helmet, if you take pacifism and you hit a damage commander, you just shot yourself in the foot. Because they don't care, like if you hit Dane, he doesn't care that his guardians are doing 28% less damage, but you do care that your units are doing 28% less damage. But if you have a Tranquility Helm, the first round of combat, pacifism gets cleansed off. Technically, Cleansing Touch can cleanse it off, but that goes off on round 3. And if you get hit with any other debuffs, it might not be reliable. Whereas if you have the combination of Tranquility, Helm, and Cleansing Touch, you're now cleansing multiple times, and you'll most likely pull pacifism off of yourself while leaving it on the enemy. So this skill basically just turns into enemy units damage minus 28%, which is super good. Same idea as, same exact idea as Mouth of Sauron, same idea as Grima, Grima's Prudence or whatever it is. I feel like I'm talking super loud because I feel like the music is super loud. Can you guys even hear the music, by the way? I don't think I've ever asked anybody that. Because if people can't actually hear the music, then I'll probably just turn it off. Alright, let's check out Jigga's Faramir. I'm not talking too loud, so that's good. Ooh, Jigga. This is spicy. I was trying to show off my Faramir here, dude. Rend on the hammer. Definitely best in slot, for sure there. Once I get to PvP, I'm probably going to take the hammer from Rada and put it on Faramir. Unless I get Eagles on Rada. But I don't know if Eagles are going to happen this season. I'm not counting on it. But yeah, definitely best in slot there. I assume this is resistance or ranged, whatever. Improved Shroud. So I do think Jigga plans on getting the unique if possible. Courage, pretty solid. I think you asked me about this in Discord. Definitely the best in slot is Aegis on Hunter's Guide. I'm using Anti-Madness on Horseman's. I think Faramir like 100% has to have Madness immunity, but this is also pretty good because he slaps in the early rounds. And Opportune Strike. Oh, dude, that's so good for sharpshooters. Super good for sharps. It's definitely a good choice as well for accessory. So, and if you use like axe throwers, master throwers, oof. Master throwers with that thing would shred. So who's messaging me on the Discord? A friend request. Barbo. Okay. Oh, you already got the Osgiliath part of it done? That's actually awesome. That means you'll have it pretty soon then. Throwers with the Night Star will be very, very good. Prior says, I just got my fare to R22. Aww. The dog is just laying in his doggy bed, surrounded by all of his toys on the other part of this room. Alright, what am I taking with Faramir? I need to actually figure that out. You guys are distracting me with all these juicy commanders, which is not a complaint, by the way. I do enjoy checking out commanders. I need water? Maybe. I could just drink a bunch real quick. Delicious. Do you want to come say hi? She's probably shy. 90s. There's no 90s left anywhere. There's a 90. There's a 90. Oh, there's a bunch of 90s. Yo. Does Arwen still have troops? Yeah. Alright, I think I need to start dropping a few more. Something like that. I'm gonna have so much wood by like the end of tomorrow or something. So I'm gonna have to upgrade my market soon. Well, maybe we can get Osgiliath this season, Prioress. We'll just have to see what happens in terms of alliances and whatnot. But whether or not, like, let's say we ally Gondor, I don't think it would be too crazy for us to ask to borrow it for 5 seconds and then them just take it from us. I feel like they would be alright with that. Although, I feel really bad for Gondor this season. Like, look at this. This is day 2. Mordor's now EXP farming the crossing in Ithilien. Oh, northern Ithilien, on the way to southern Ithilien in Harondor. Day 2. If we take a look at the productions, we have Mordor at 700k. And we have Gondor at this much. So, yeah, Mordor's on Gondor's doorstep. Yep. Do free-to-play players have a place in the game that's enjoyable? That is completely dependent. I don't want to dodge the question, but it's dependent on what you would find enjoyable. I would say you're not going to win very many fights as a free-to-play player. If you really invest in like one commander, eventually you'd be relatively competitive on that one commander. As a free-to-play player, your role, and I don't say this in any sort of like whales are better than free-to-play players sort of sense, because it is a very, very important role. Your role is to path to new locations, because in this game, if you want to take a tile, you have to have a tile adjacent to that tile. So like, I can't just come out here and take this because no friendly tile is adjacent. So free-to-play players can help path, build roads. That's essentially what it is, to new locations. A good example would be up here. You can see how this person has connected to the crossing. So now his faction, when they're ready, can take it. The other job you have is doing siege damage. So to move around the map, players need to build forts to send armies there. And you can burn the forts down just as effectively, free to play or not. You take keeps to claim territory. You can do siege damage, these things for your team. And during PvP, one of the most important things to do, because of the way that adjacent tiles work, is you send out commanders to take their tiles so that they don't have tiles connected to your team's tiles. And so I like to call it the tile flipping Olympics, because at some point in these big wars, you just have everybody sending out low-level commanders, or, you know, low-respect commanders, flipping tiles. So like, you know, if there's a big fight happening here, all these tiles would be taken by somebody. And so then everybody's sending commanders to take the tiles faster than the other side does, so that their team can actually progress. So, oh, Numbskull wants Osgiliath too. You're free to play. I'm happy as your janitorial role. Cleaning and bouncing. Yeah, cleaning, bouncing, sieging, pathing. Pick one or two T2s, focus on T1s. Yeah, for sure. If you pick the right T1 and you spend, I don't know, what, 2-3 seasons investing in just that commander, you'd probably be pretty decent. Probably have one PvP worthy commander. The other thing too is a matter of perspective. In games like this, you have to be okay with the fact that you're probably not going to beat people that spent significantly more money than you. And like, you just have to accept that, right? Like, if you're free to play, you can compete against other free to play players. But if somebody goes and drops 100 grand on this game, you're never going to beat them. But even somebody that spends 30K isn't going to beat somebody that spent 100K, right? So it's like there's always a bigger fish scenario. Yeah, Dwalin would be a good choice for free to play. Let's see, what did Karch say? Wait, can I read this on stream? No, I probably can't read this on stream. I can read the part where he said it's all content creation. There's so many content creators on this server, I don't know if that's what he meant. But there's like 3, 4, 5, 7 content creators on this server, I think. EJU and Insane Peon are in Linden. I'm in Rohan. Mark Deer, however you say his name, is in Mordor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Devanks, Van Morty's, and somebody else, Byliban or something like that. Byliban, I don't know if I said his name correctly. He's over or up in Erebor. So I think that's 7 content creators on one server. All right, let's take a look at Switchblade's lineup. So let me, while Arwen marches, we'll click this button again and pull up Discord. All right, so we have Sauron, R6, pretty nice gear. What's the is this heroism on the accessory? I would guess it's like smite, melee vigor, maybe either manipulate or hysteria, and then heroism if you're going focus damage. Khaldun, always one of the best choices. Like, you can pretty much never go wrong with this guy. So I always love to see Khaldun. Serpent, I think, is actually pretty underappreciated. So it's pretty sweet to see you using Serpent. Witch King, of course, the absolute classic commander of this game. Even though he's not as good in PvP these days, I don't think. As far as I understand, he's still amazing for early game tile taking, farming. Gorebag, like I said earlier, always love to see solid Gorebag. And the Shadow. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commanders. Wait, is this your new account or is this your current account? Oh, Second Wind. Gotcha. On the fiddle or whatever the thing is called. I think overall, that's pretty solid. If you have a good spread as well, right? Like you have the Shadow for raw commander damage. You have some early game guys in Witch King, Gorebag. Sauron's always quite strong in PvP. Khaldun, just good at everything. So I like it, man. I like it. If you're free to play and focus Dwalin, yeah, that's probably who I would do as a free to play. For good side, for evil side, I'd probably do Khaldun. Those would be likely the two quote unquote safest investments, and that both of those commanders are just pretty good at just about everything, and they're T1s, so you can actually get them to respect 5 without too much trouble. So it's up to you, man. I really miss the move speed buff from day one. I actually, like, legitimately think this game would just be better if armies always moved at double move speed. But you can't say respect 18. No saying R18 followed by now. Does that not work? Am I going to get myself... Oh, it actually does contain restricted words. Is R18 not? Huh. That's weird. Why can't you say R18 now? Yeah. Is there a hidden meaning? Do I want to know? Like, is this something that I just don't want to know? Why can't you say R18 now? You can say R18, you can say now. But you can't say R18 space now. I don't know. Sometimes on the internet, you have to be careful asking these things. I'm old enough to remember when... So, I'm sure a lot of people remember Rickrolling, which was very innocent. When, you know, you tell someone, oh man, check out this crazy new video, it's super cool. And then, you know, never gonna give you up, blah, 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 never gonna let you down, get Rickrolled, haha. But I'm old enough to remember when people would send a video and say, hey man, check out this super cool new video that I just found. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you're old enough to remember, you remember. Put double space R18 now. Nope, that's still still censored. Alright, while Faramir is walking around, let's check this out real quick. Discord. Oh yeah, the Quran that was featured in the video. How has he been doing for you since the video? Are you still really like getting some good success with Quran? How's his unique too, by the way? I've seen very few unique items from Quran. Then Sauron. Nice. Witch King. What respect is the Sauron? At least R5 it looks like. And then of course Khaldun. Khaldun, man, this guy right here. This is the best commander in the game. Why did Discord get all funky-fied? I don't understand this. I swear that I clicked that button a minute ago. Maybe it's when... So let me go back through these real quick so I don't think people can see the gear. So we have Quran with the unique. We have the Sauron. We have Witch King. I assume with Pursuit probably right there. And then Khaldun. Maybe it's because I keep hiding and unhiding it, I guess. Something like that. But it's like every single time I have to fix it. Weird. Only thing I think it was age 18 being the age of consent. Yeah, but then like why is it the R? I wonder, can you say 18 now? What if it's that? Okay, so you can say 18. So you could say like, if it's an age of consent thing, you could say, oh, I'm 18 now. But you can't say R18 now. Put a dot at the end. R18 now, period. Nope. R7, you can say R17 and R19. But you can't say R18. Don't you dare do it. I'm reporting you all. How can you say such vulgar things? Oh my word. Some of the things in this game that are censored. Oh, it's just crazy. Dev's getting a bunch of notifications. That's true. Some poor admin or moderator, whatever. I'm just sitting in his office getting notifications that a bunch of people are trying to spam R18. People are always lurking here. Well, I think a big part of it is most people usually just talk on Discord. But they're usually lurking in game and chatting on Discord. Oh, ask Gandalf. Okay. Let me ask you. Why is R18 now? I wonder if it's actually gonna censor it here too. No, it contains restricted words. So how do I ask Gandalf? Why is R18 now? Censor. Let's see if it gets this one. Ah, I can't even ask Gandalf. Can't even ask Gandalf. He won't even tell me. It's a mystery. Like, should I Google this? Like, do I want to Google this? Yeah, you can't say dang, but you can say damn. Dang, oh, that is restricted. Damn, R18 now. I love it. I love chat filters. Just spell 18. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's ask Gandalf. Why is R18 now censored? There we go. All right, let's see what he did. What does he tell us? Yeah. I don't think Gandalf's answering the question, unfortunately. Wait, is Winnie the Pooh? Is Winnie the Pooh actually blocked? I assume I know why. If it is blocked, I assume I know why it's blocked. But that would be kind of funny if it was legitimately blocked. What, you can't? Let's see, Winnie the Pooh. Is it P-O-O-H? Wow, Winnie the Pooh is banned too, or censored too. Yeah, it's because people memed on Xi Jinping or whatever his name is. People said that he looked like Winnie the Pooh or whatever. So there are all these memes that were, you know, kind of rude towards China, where they were putting his face on Winnie the Pooh's body. Oh, it's a rebellion symbol? I thought it was just like a meme. Hopefully China doesn't like ban me from this game. Wait, are people trying it in world chat too? Or was he just saying respect 18? Or did somebody point it out in here that you couldn't say it? Yeah, if it's a rebellion symbol, then that's kind of awkward. We don't need the devs showing up on my stream and being like, oh, you're supporting rebels in China, therefore you're banned from the game. That would be super awkward. Wait, you can't say Johnny Depp? Why can't you say Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp. Nope, can't say Johnny Depp. Oh, Karch was... So he was trying to type it in, and that's when he realized that it was... Oh, you can't say Johnny Depp because he beat his wife? I don't know. Censorship things are weird. But you can't say Rickroll? You can't say Rickroll? Is that true, or am I being Rickrolled by being told that you... Yeah, you friggin' Rickrolled me. Got me. Well played. Well played. I basically got Rickrolled into saying you can't... into trying to say Rickroll. He won the court case. I thought technically they both won or something weird. That was a very weird court case. I watched parts of it. I'm sure everybody did because like content surrounding the case was just popping on YouTube a year ago or whenever it was. Just everybody was making content about it. Frickin' Barbaro Rick rolling me. Solid got a moment. True. Yep. At least I didn't actually get Rick rolled. She had to pay him. He won, she lost. I thought he had to pay her too. I don't know, I didn't follow it that closely. Trials are usually like really not interesting. Your dog stepped on a bee? That is very unfortunate. I'm not reinforcing after that hit. I'm just going to take another one. Another one. Did he get stung, Lertz? You thought it ended with you're both weird and wasted money, go away. I will say there was a very interesting part of the case. Trying to figure out how to say it on YouTube or hint at it on YouTube. where they're asking Johnny Depp about like why he couldn't come back to his apartment one time or his house or whatever. And this is the weirdest thing I've ever heard of in my life. And it's because she had done some business in the bed after he had left. I just can't imagine, like, I don't know. Do you watch a lot of trials? I did in business school. Well, I guess there are a lot of law things surrounding business. Oh, Ohio State University. The doing a thing in the bed. Yeah, like, I just can't imagine getting a phone call and the person on the other end being like, guess what your wife just did? And hearing that or seeing the picture, whatever it was, it'd be like, That's what he called it in the trial. Yeah, I remember he had, like, he was trying to be not, like, super vulgar in court, right? Because, like, you can't, when you're in front of a judge, you can't say what you would want to say, right? So I remember him trying to dance around it and it just being like, whew, what a moment. We live in such a weird world. Humans are just insane creatures. We're actually crazy. Suppose in a way, though, at least we make life entertainment. Started with R18, ended with Amherst. That's why you can't say R18. True. These are the things you talk about while you're waiting for your armies to reinforce. So, we talked yesterday, the same season. You're Parsifal. What's up, man? Nice to see you here. So I feel like there's been a lot of people from the server that have shown up to say hi, which is really cool. I like that. Oh, I feel like I talked to the this Ewok guy too. Lowell Ewok. I feel like you messaged me. Can I show my best commander? Well, I'm sure you'll be a bit disappointed, but yeah. I'll show my Faramir. Probably is my best commander. Oh, Jigga was spamming. I saw you mention it like once. Let's take a look at EJ's GTG. What respect is this? Pretty high, right? 30 plus 14 is 44, 46, 49 plus 6 is 54. I'm gonna have to get the calculator out for this. 54 minus 28 minus 9, respect 17 is what it looks like. Smite, focus prot, cab suppression, and critical care. Whew. Devs don't take this serious. Let's hope not. Let's see. Just figured you'd come say hi before you go out. Throwing your partner a surprise party. Well, good luck. Hopefully it's actually a surprise. Hopefully they like the surprise as well. So, I hope they enjoy it. Hope you guys have a really good night. Using Lang Retaliate on Imrahil. He's better than Ball and Retaliate. The ally skill tree is Secret OP. That is a very interesting build. I would love to see reports from that. I would love to see that in action, because I've always written off Imrahil as one of the worst commanders in the game. I did count the 5 from support, so I did like 58 or whatever it was, minus levels minus 9. I did 9 because it would be 5 from support and 4 from wisdom. So I guess Radagast is up next. I don't even know if I have tiles left to actually take down here. I guess 2 more? It's not too bad. And then, oh, then I could path over here, no problem. I could take a bunch. How many can Rada take? You can take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, that's actually perfect. I'm dropping the right amount. Oh, no way. I'm getting scammed. It's barely out of range. Freaking scammed. Look at this. It literally borders my range. What a yikes. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I guess I'm going to come take this one then. 16 minutes, dude? Can I wait 16 minutes? I don't know if I have the patience for that, but I have to. I don't think I have any other choice. Bunk range, right? Oh, here's one. We found one. There we go. 10 minutes. Easy. Easy scam. Oh, fireworks! Mounted combat can trigger on retaliate. He has mounted combat? For real? Maybe this is like the new secret OP build. Mounted combat. I didn't know he doesn't have mounted combat. Oh, he does have mounted combat. Holy cow. Huh. So it's like retaliate Theoden then. You're just Imrahil. Which means you're madness and stun immune. Huh. Man, now I want to try that, but my Imrahil... A, I don't have retaliate weapon. B, my Imrahil is respect 1 or whatever. 2, apparently. I would love to see some reports of that, though. That would be very, very interesting. Did I know that S1 is like S4? I haven't played through S1, but I did... Oh, that was a super cool firework, by the way. This is much more entertaining than watching commanders just walk around the map. We can have a fireworks show. Yeah, somebody mentioned it like a month ago or something when I was streaming. They were like, dude, they totally redid S1 if you played it. And I just made a new S1 account to check it out. I haven't played through it yet, though. But I think that is a very, very good change for the game. Because that way, new players won't really have to worry about diplomacy and all the other shenanigans that this game has. They can just purely focus on learning the game. Because in S1 and now S1, and also obviously always in S4, it's just straight up good versus evil. You know, you can't be like, hey, Mordor, I'm Gondor, let's ally. No, you just gotta fight. So, I think it's a good change for sure. Oh, the Bills player, Damar Hamlin, is home. That is awesome. All right, well, while there's a fireworks show going on, who's doing the fireworks, by the way? I'd love to know. Interesting choice. I thought the Aomer is your favorite, and I'm investing in him. I'll reply to this guy in a minute. I need to run to the bathroom real quick because I've been downing this energy drink and water, so be back in like 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. Finally back. You're cashing out your fireworks. How long is left on the fireworks anyway? Actually, I think I have to do it like this. Oh, it's still 10 days. I want to save my dragon firework for something cool like that. I think I love the dragon firework. It's awesome. All right. So I got my wife to send some doggy pictures. So let me pull that up. Not to interrupt Jigga's amazing fireworks show, but since I was talking about the new dog, we'll pull it up. See, it did it again. Crazy. Stretch to fit screen. So this is our new dog. We named him Strider. That was actually courtesy of Carchilles. I think this one was from today. Our daughter and Strider chilling together. But we wanted to do something Lord of the Rings-ish inspired, but Aragorn just didn't feel like it would fit a dog necessarily. And then it was Carchilles in Discord that was like, oh, well, you could do Strider because, well, we were considering Ranger for a little while too, but he said that kind of fits everything together. Like it fits Aragorn, it fits the Ranger thing, and it's unique. So it was a good choice. If you sit on your stamina, it would be easier. Ouch. Oh. Something just hurt my arm. That was weird. I guess I should actually do some of these tips. Alright, Faramir is definitely out of stamina. King of Men is not out of stamina. Rada's not. Gandalf is. So we'll send Gandalf and Faramir on tips. Ooh, 15k. Oh, it's elves only. Are you serious? Awkward. That's annoying. I'll refresh and see if we get any like 10k tips. So that would be better than just 5k. And Thorin, but he's going to require like 3 dwarves, I think. 2 or 3 dwarves. Oh, I lied. Hobbits. Well, here's a 10k. We can send Faramir to do that one. I guess the rest are just 5ks, so... oh, Gandalf is out in the field because he's by those tiles. Yeah, I think I need to keep him there. So I would like to take more of these juicy grain tiles before they get scooped up. You like the name? Thank you, Jigga. Thank you, thank you. He's super cute, in my opinion anyway. We were actually going to look at a different puppy. We went to a rescue. We were going to look at a different puppy, but he was being fostered, and the foster family scooped him up. And so we just decided, like, hey, let's see what else is there. What other dogs are there? You know, never know what you're gonna find in these places. And so we looked at some other puppies and we were like, eh. And then we went to where they had their older dogs. I mean, he's only like 3 or 4 months old, but they're non-puppies. We walk in the room, freaking every single dog in the place starts going nuts because they're dogs. That's what they do. But this guy, he didn't make a sound. Even with all the other dogs in the room going crazy, he just sat there and looked up at us like he wanted to be pet. And I was like, I like this dog already. I said, this dog is smarter. Well, I thought, I didn't say it. I said, this dog's smarter than all the other dogs. And I liked that about him. Alright, let's see if there's any other 90s. Hopefully by tomorrow, all of my commanders can take 130s and 150s. If I'm able to upgrade the military academy overnight, that would be big buff. World 2. I was thinking a boss. Hello from time. Hello, Mr. Kadag. Thought that Aomer is your favorite. Yeah, and then we'd never played Rohan. Said screw it. You can say screw. You can't say R18 now. But you can say screw it. Let's see. Do I need to reinforce him? Yeah, probably. How are things over in Linden? Alright, I'll have to look later. I'll look. There's one downside of doing leadership again and streaming. There's just some things you can't show on stream. Yeah, but I want his unique. That's the problem. I wanted Aomer's unique, but every single season was, oh, we'll play Rohan next season. We'll play Rohan next season. Oh, now Jigga's fireworking this guy's vase. The mods are looking to come up with new mean words. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so we're trying to catch up in farming. Starting as Rohan isn't the easiest with all the expensive cavalry units, of course. Other than that, we're just trying to navigate early game diplomacy because it seems like wars could potentially start sooner than we necessarily wanted. So we're going to have to actually make some choices of what to do, how to handle it, and that sort of thing. Oh yeah, it might be Karch now. The server with Ang, Babes, Doom, IRSS. Oh, I've definitely heard of most of those teams. That's one of the super servers that just popped up after the holidays. There's that one, and then there's the one with bots, Chaos, and some other people. That might be an NRP server, though. I might just be out of 90s now. Might actually be out of 90s. Guess I could search for him. But I also don't want to send out like a 5-hour march to get to one. How long would this march be? This is going to be like a 30-minute march, isn't it? 15 minutes for one tile? Well, I guess there's 4 more up here. So I guess I have to. Hopefully Mr. Seba wasn't planning on taking this. Not trying to snipe you, Mr. Seba. Let's see. Do I have a Tranquility Helm on Radagast? Right now I do not. Eventually I would like to. But yeah, currently I don't. This is Jedi. Yeah, Jedi is there. Chaos Baits, the new campaign. Okay. Admit it, we really picked Rohan because we wanted to give ourselves a handicap to make it more fair for our enemies. I feel like that's fighting words on a server with time and RUSC. I don't know that we'd beat time or RUSC 1v1, Bryrus. I feel like we need some friends. At my base. Oh, Sleep Deep is doing the fireworks. Maybe he's the one doing the fireworks show. Let's see. Keep going if you have more. We'll see if he's out of fireworks or not. Oh no, Jigga, he means on the other server. The server with all those other teams. Is RUSC in time joining forces? I have no idea. The diplomacy on this server isn't really hashed out yet. Like, people are definitely talking, but it's a bit too early, I think, to draw definitive battle lines. So, and like, I don't know, that's... Unless things were like super clear, it's also not something I would want to share on stream of like who's been talking to who and whatnot. Like one day when there's fighting and I'm streaming and like you can clearly see, okay, yeah, these dudes are fighting these dudes, then that's different because then it's public knowledge. So, have a nice background. Well, thank you. Thank you, man. I have to give a shout out to Jax Callie. I don't know if he ever watches the content these days. But he's really the reason why I have the overlays in the background and stuff. You had them in your last season. Yeah, I've heard that the BTCH is really, really strong. Potentially one of the strongest groups in the game. Up there with Chaos and bots, some others. I think IRSS is really strong. Sith is really strong. Rome, Pome, and whatever. They have like 3 teams. All done. Thanks. Yeah, the team that like Jackson's Stunna play with now is really good too. Well, since his fireworks show is over, unfortunately now we just have to watch Radagast crawl around the map. Though Grain Tribute's almost done. I have to decide, do I start the military academy? I thought my cat showed up. Mill Academy is 3 hours. That's also, it's basically the same amount of time. That's half the stone that I have. This is not, so I could potentially start the Mill Academy, and if I boost my barracks before I go to sleep, I could probably start that. Wake up with the chapter complete. And, oh, I need the Mill Academy for the main hall, though. So yeah, it has to be Mill Academy instead of Hunter Range then, for sure. Because I'd like to be able to wake up and start main hall 7. So... Bait, yeah, with Fish Wizard, true. There's a lot of really good teams in this game, to be honest. I don't think there's any clear distinction of who the best team in the game is. Maybe one day it'll become clear. It's relatively full that everyone can get some. No. Karch is trying to encourage people to come farm Fangorn. I'm trying to tell him that all of Fangorn is mine. I call dibs. All of these tiles. I'll just call dibs on the 200s. Then 300s and 230s and 260s. Alright, some more water real quick. I will say, being in Rohan, I'd be pretty sad if RUSC and Time allied, because RUSC is here and Time is here and we're here, and if we draw a line, it's pretty obvious what could potentially happen. So that would be unfortunate for the boys in Rohan. To say the least. This chat dot is gonna get me. Should probably clear these out too. Yeah. That way it stops flashing. There. Oh, speaking of that, I'm pretty sure this is probably done by now. Yup. Transport some stone, sure. I'll take an easy 2-star tip. Why would Mordor and Linden ally? They can't UF. I mean, yeah, that's true. They can't UF. They could always make some dual deal for the ring. If they do the whole server or something, yeah, I mean, we'd have to do something like that. I would think. I mean, just based on their strength, they're quite far ahead of everybody else. So I can't spell a lot, but they're not going to ally. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, everybody wants the ring, right? That's actually like a very interesting part of the diplomacy of this game that I've thought about in the past. Is everybody wants the ring, and everybody knows that everybody wants the ring, but you can't, in a diplomatic talk, you can't be like, hey man, let's ally, by the way, we're getting the ring. And even though you both know that the other side is thinking the same thing, it's like you can't say it, because if you say it, then people are going to be like, well, okay, they said they want the ring, even though they want to ally us. That means they're going to betray us in the end for the ring. Interesting. Sorry, I had to respond to Karch on Discord. It's like an interesting little quirky dynamic of diplomacy in this game. So, in some ways, it's like the board game diplomacy, which I think somebody once described as a game where you have to convince 7 other players to let you win. Makes the most sense for Linden and Rohan. Be fun fights. One wing for ring scenario. Random thought. I don't have any input or clue to Diplo. I don't know how to respond to that. Although not responding to that probably is in and of itself a response to that. Now I'm going through and reading Diplo channels. I'll have to read those later, I guess. Looks good on paper is all I'm saying. See, secretly Jigga is actually the leader of Ungo. Alright, so a minute ago I think I determined that I have to do the Mill Academy. Yeah, to start main hall 7. So it's definitely a better investment. I can always pick up my marksman later, whatever they're called. Pick that up tomorrow. This will help me, my other commanders take 130s and 150s. So Yeah, Jigga's actually the leader of Ungo. Actually, T is the leader of Ungo because last night when we were in voice chat, I'm pretty sure I retired from leadership after day 1. And I'm pretty sure that I named T the new leader of Ungo. So if T's still here, which I don't think that he is, but he might be lurking, he would have to make the decision. That's the way it would go. Gonna pinch myself. Oh, see, T's here. There we go. All right, T, you have to make the decision that Jigga just posted. Since you're the leader of Ungo. So you play with Maud. You played season 3 with them. How many others do I know? Can you look through our fellowship? We actually have a decent number, like 20 to 25 from their team, I believe. Let's see if I can pick out. So yeah, there's Maud. So let's see how well I know my own fellowship. So Karch joined us in season 2. Thorondil has been with me every single season, by the way. Lady Death joined last season. We fought her when she was in Linden. Karch joined in our Gondor season. Booyao, I've played 2 seasons with, and he joined, or she joined. Some people say Booyao is a man. Some people say Booyao is a woman. I don't know. Joined last season, but we've played 2 seasons together. Thanatos has been with me since literally day 1. Thanatos and Thorondil. Day 1 of this game. Dinsky joined season 2, I believe. Let's see, was it season 2? Yep. So yeah, he was with us in S2. Technically with LOL, but we were in the same faction and everything together. Jigga, we played against him in our 2nd season, and he just joined us this season. Maud, we were UF'd with her team in season 4, and she joined this season. Ukraine came with Maud, but he joined last season. Kimchi joined this season. Bryrus actually is super old school. People don't really know it. We played Angmar season 2. Holdor's new this season. Polpo might have come with Maud. The Justice joined this season. I won't out who this is, but it's in case he ever watches the VOD, obviously he'll know who he is. But it's very surreal to have this person playing with us because I've been a fanboy of them for a while. T's 2nd season with us. Polter's been with us since the restart. Rakan's been with us a while. Strycher's 1st season. OG Wolf's 1st season. Mango joined last season. Tax joined 2 seasons ago. Estel, I think, season 2? Season 1, maybe? Is this a different Estel account? I swear I've known Estel for longer than... Unless these are just old seasons. I feel like Estel's been with us for a while. Pure Panic, 1st season. Moblo, last season. Anyways, I'll just scroll. So I think it's about 20-ish, maybe 25 from Maud's team. Something like that. I think Kenny came with Maud. Probably most of the names that I don't recognize yet came with Maud. Odysseus is back. Chad's been with us forever. Solar Scout forever. Burzgul's back, which that's hype. Layla, my wife, been with us since day 1. Maybe Estel. Maybe those are just older. Let me go back to Estel's profile. Even though that'll make me lose my place. Maybe these are just older than our... When was our Gondor? I feel like we met Estel in Gondor S2. Which that sounds about right. 614. I'll remember that. That sounds about right for No, that must have been S3. Because then this was the Hive Mind season. Anyway. You have to go back down now. We were somewhere like here. Yeah, we were by Layla. Oh, you passed 10K? Well, congratulations on passing 10K, Numbskull. Surprised John Wick hasn't been on more. Maybe he's just been busy. But this guy is like a huge player. Nice guy as well. I think Rada finally made it. Let's drop this down a bit. I'm trying to preserve some semblance of Rangers. I don't know why. I kind of hate Rangers. You played against us in S2 but set out due to work. True, yeah. That was a fun season, though. I enjoyed that season. What's the production looking like anyway? T, Karch, Boo, Tax. Numbskull rocking it. I don't have a 200. We do have a 200 in the Fellowship. I'm nowhere near taking 200s, unfortunately. Bro, who's about to snipe my tile? Pure panic. Bro, I called dibs on that tile. If you need wood, you can take tiles here. Ooh, wow. Okay. I'm not going to send Rada down there right now because that would be like forever. Maybe in a minute I will. But that's a good spot. Because Rada's coming over here. I'm actually going to be out of stamina in a minute. That's awkward. Faramir's out. I guess King of Men could go down there. Because Gandalf's basically out. Faramir's out. Yeah, I could send King of Men down there in a minute. So. Like how Fellowship chat died after the everybody trying to figure out which words are censored and which words aren't. Alright, man. Take care. Kadag, however you say your name. Joseph Bundy. Nice name, by the way. I like your first name. Glad you could catch a stream. I'm glad too. Unfortunately, I'm almost out of stamina, and it's almost 11 o'clock. And I'm a boomer. So I'm probably just going to burn this last bit of stamina and go crash. But there'll still be a little bit of time left. It's going to take a while to get down to that patch in 90s. We all got banned. Yeah, true. We all got chat banned for trying to spam R18 now. True. Oh, yeah. That guy who tried to join earlier that I accused of being a spy, Mild took a screenshot and posted in Fellowship chat on Discord. Obvious spy is obvious. True. Dude tried to join with 0 production and a bunch of Traveler titles. Not even Explorer titles. Traveler titles. The title you get when you literally don't even play the season. He has like 7 of them or 8 of them. Maybe it was 6. It was a lot. It's like, that's not suspicious. New account coming in on day 2, trying to join a Fellowship. And it's an account that never hits like ring level 30. Oh, hopefully I didn't get dunked by Madness. Okay, good. Thank you for not dunking me with Madness, Sharku. I appreciate it. Got chat banned too? Uh-oh. Well, I'll warn you, don't try and say R18 space now. Because that is a bad, bad word, and you can't say it. You can't say this. It's just the worst of words. Terrible word. You can say R18 and hit enter, and then say now and hit enter. But if you combine them, nope. That is a no-no. I guess I just go ahead and take one more before reinforcing. I think he'll be alright. I don't feel like waiting for the reinforcements. Even though normally early game I'm like wanting to reinforce after every single fight. Actually found out you can't say anything after R18, really? So you can't say like R18 is the best? Nope. Okay, so you can say R18, but you can't say anything afterwards. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, we should have a spot. Pretty sure. I mean, we went through the list. I don't know why we're missing a few people. I guess some people decided they just didn't want to play the season, which is fine. It would just been nice to know that. So that's one tip. If you guys are ever playing with a group and you decide you want to quit the game or go play with a different team, just tell the people that are organizing it. Alright, where was this spot that this guy showed me? Down here. There we go. That's the juicy spot. How many tiles can King of Men take? 2 more, and I have a spot for 1 more after this one. So I guess I have to drop that. And then, like, Gandalf's going to take 2 probably, so we'll drop that. Maybe Gandalf will take 1. Oh well. All good. Yeah, I have no idea what the game would think that R18 means. You can say R17, R19, or whatever. You just can't say R18. Fun fact. Let's see. Considering trashing all these circle to strengthen Gil's helmet. 2 gray wizard hats, a Numenorian helm, and a cask of pride. What does Gil have? That would be the question. I should actually respond because I don't know what Gil is wearing. I can't see in the screenshot. Because that would be part of the question too. If it's something super good like a Discord Hunter's Guide, then maybe it would be worth it. So, commanders at 18 are never heard from. I guess not. I can go ahead and send this guy an invite. Send an invite in case everyone's asleep. As this is pretty much the dead time. Let's see if I can find this guy. I searched by rag. No. I hope he didn't join hack. I should maybe ask those guys if he joined hack. Because that would potentially be bad. Since they're in our faction and we'll have to coordinate with them. It would be just as bad for them to have a spy as for us to have a spy. Discord Hunter's Guides? I feel like whoever told you that it wasn't good was either lying to you or trolling you. If we're talking about the same thing, I'll pull it up. But I would say it's one of the best items in the game overall. Oh, he did join hack? Alright, I'm gonna Might have to send a PM out. So Hunter's Guide, special effect, Discord. This is like legitimately no troll, one of the best items in the game. Both because Discord is amazing and because it's the only gold helm that has army attack ranged. Might be the only helm that has army attack of any kind now that I think about it, at least for good factions. It's just like a strictly better Hunter's thingy. Hunter's whatever, this one. Trapper's Hood. Because this has focus and speed, but this has might and focus, which I think tends to be a little bit better of a stat spread. Obviously it has higher stats overall too, but it's definitely very, very good. So if you have that, hang on to it, man. And if you can, refine it up when you get a chance. Super good on like Gil, Gandalf the Grey, Haldir, Faramir. Faramir, I'd want Aegis. But, I mean, Discord on Faramir wouldn't be bad. So, good night, edits. Seriously, man. Tacos sometime. Just message me on Discord. We'll figure out a time. Oh, Isildur. Yeah. For sure, Isildur. Who else? I mean, anybody that wants to run ranged units, which is a lot of commanders. Elro here, potentially, although, depending on respect level, you might want anti-madness. But if you're really high respect, you can take as other R5 skill, but probably you wouldn't. 75% of good commanders, yeah. Haldir, Faramir, Gandalf the Grey, Gil, Isildur, Elrond potentially. I don't think Treebeard can wear it, but he could probably use it if he could. Yeah, something like that. You're terrified of Isildur. Isildur is pretty good. Isildur, Thanos Isildur was doing work last season in Tactics Evolved. It was one of the few commanders that wasn't a Rise Up commander that could handle fighting Rise Up commanders. Just because of the combination of burst damage and early round mitigation made him very solid against Glass Cannon, double Rise Up commanders. There's even a 90 here. Bunch more down there. I guess I'm not out of 90s. Oh, there's a 90 stone. I need to come take this, actually. Need more stone. Don't have a T3. Well, if you haven't been playing that long, or if you're just like free to play, then not having a T3 is fine. Honestly, I'm not going to say T3s are overrated, but in a way they are. They're a really big investment. So like, let's say you're trying to take a commander to Respect 10 because you want their unique item. Outside of the fact that gold mithril is really difficult to come by, it's going to cost you way more money and time to take a T3 commander to Respect 10 than it would to take a T1 to Respect 10, or even a T2. T2s are probably certainly the easiest to get respect for, because they show up in the special chests, and because for vouchers, it only is 50 vouchers per respect item for them. So I wouldn't worry about like not having a T3. One good part about this game is that T1 and T2 commanders are quite solid in many cases. Like Dwalin and Khaldun being prime examples. They're legitimately better than probably at least 50% of T3s, I would say. Or just as good. So, no big deal. T3s are just shinier because they're T3s. I think like the rarity is something that makes them special in a way. It's on a Sealdor right now while I figure out, but it's usually on Gil. Oh. I'll have to think about that. Mostly free to play. Yeah, that's perfect then. Just main some T2s. It'd be good to go. As long as you focus on them and you're not trying to use like, I don't know, who's the worst T2? Denethor or somebody? Frodo and Sam. I mean, Frodo and Sam are nice for the Madness Bomb, but for like actually fighting, not really. Alright, let me think about what Maud's saying. So she doesn't have a hunter's guide for Gil. What does she want to kill? The Grey Wizard's hats. I don't know. Like, Grey Wizard can get Tranquility. It's pretty tempting. That a Tranquility Grey Wizard would be maybe an argument to save them. Doesn't seem like she has. I guess you could put a Tranquility on Gandalf the Grey. Potentially. But he doesn't really need it. Don't touch your stone. I'm waiting for energy. No. No. Fine. That'll be nice. Ooh, man. Well, Alchemists just popped, or Sappers just popped on it anyway, so I can't easily go snipe it. So I think I'm just going to pop one more tile with King of Men and go lay down. Since it's getting late and despite this energy drink, I'm super tired. It's crazy how as you get older, things affect you so much more. Like season starts, the whole waking up at 3 a.m. thing, it just kills me now. Like back in my college days, oh, I should show that meme. Let me pull up that meme because it was so true. Here we go. Oh, you know what I should do? No, that would be... Yeah, I'll just do it this way. Since I already have it pulled up this way. There. Gaming until 3 a.m. in your 20s. You're all hype about it, no problem. Gaming until 3 a.m. in your 30s. God help us. Of course, it's all funky-fied, but there we go. It's very, very true. Like back in the college days, it was just like wake up, play games, don't go to class, play games, don't do my homework, play games, like 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day some days. Complete degenerate. It was no problem. You know, I'd be up until 3 or 4 a.m. every day playing games and wake up at like 10, 9, 10 o'clock, do it again. You know, take some pizza breaks, stuff like that. Am I going to stream tomorrow? I don't know. Probably not, since I streamed Thursday and today. Might depend somewhat on my wife. But usually we try to have Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays be days where we spend time together. and she already sacrificed this past Thursday to allow me to do the season start. So it would probably be no bueno if she had to sacrifice Thursday and Saturday. So we'll probably hang out tomorrow night, maybe watch a movie or something. Sunday maybe. Then Monday I need to record some videos now that I'm actually playing again. So probably not tomorrow, but maybe. But on that note, I'm going to go try and get some sleep. Maybe I'll try and lay in bed for 10 minutes to let these queues finish and then fall asleep. So, but I really appreciate everybody stopping by and hanging out. And the fireworks, I appreciate the fireworks too. I couldn't think of the word for a minute. So, have a good night, guys.